we've actually called this video "Stop Gambling Your Future in the Retirement Casino."
Yeah.
So you've already talked about casinos already. And this is how we see things. Again, just our opinion, but please do your own research. I'm sure you'll see the same. When you take your retirement and you give it to a retirement company, it is like giving your money to a casino. Okay. They all set the rules and they have a slight advantage over every transaction and everything that you gamble. They have a slight edge, a slight advantage. And what they know is if they push enough people through that system, that they win. They don't need to have a massive edge. Think about Vegas. All those extravagant buildings, those lights, it's all kind of, very, very elaborate. Who pays for that? Who pays for all of that? It's not because casinos are very kind and they say, "Oh, come and gamble at our casino," and more people win than lose. That is paid for by losers' money. Let's put it that way. And I think the phrase "what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas" was actually about your money. What you gamble in Vegas actually stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
And it goes on to perpetuate more buildings and more extravagance and all this kind of stuff. So retirement companies are the same. Retirement companies are huge. They advertise in every media all around the world. They're kind of in bed with the government. They're kind of all seeing these huge Goliath companies. Again, why? Why are they so big? How can they afford all of this? Is it because people are putting their retirement money with them and they're actually giving out more than they're getting? Absolutely not. They're like the casinos. They know that they have the slight edge, that if they push enough people through that system, that they win. But rather than like the casinos gambling with your money and gambling on the game, with retirement companies, they're actually gambling on your life. And the gamble is that they have a lot of very clever statisticians that have worked out how long people are going to live in certain industries. They know your job, they know all about you. And they know that you give your money to them. They then tell you how much they're going to give you in retirement. And the gamble for them is that you die before you get it all back. That's the reality of it. Now, some people will live over that and they'll get more than they put in, but it's very few. And again, they only need a slight edge, very, very slight edge. If they push enough people through the system, if you win at a game 51% of the time, and you play that game enough times, you will win over the large numbers. And this is what retirement companies do. They know when you're going to live till. They know how the numbers work. Yeah. Worse than a casino. Let's say you go to a casino, you've got your money, you take it in. When you win, you can actually take all of it with you and you can do what you want with it.
You've got full control over it, haven't you? Yeah. Full control. Once you've won it, yeah.
And I'd never thought we'd put casinos in that kind of nice light, that you have full control over your winnings. But with a pension, you contribute every month. You can't touch it until you're a certain age. And then when you can touch it, it's in set distributions that the company and the government who are in bed together decide. The big red flag for us is when you put let's say you put cash in a bank account and the government say you've got deposit protection insurance. So in the UK, they say we'll guarantee £85,000, in the US, maybe $100,000. And that for us is a huge red flag because they're giving you something for free. When they're making it that easy, there's a reason, because they benefit at the other side.
As you said, Charlie, yeah.
When the government say, if you put your money contribute to your pension, to your retirement account, and we'll defer the tax, there's an incentive, there's a reason, because they're getting something at the other end. So for us, we just think it is an actual gamble when you're putting your retirement with these companies, and that they have the edge. They wrote the rules of the game. Imagine playing a game with someone that wrote the rules and they know it inside out, and you don't know the rules. They make it complicated. They say, look, give your money to us. It's too complicated for you to invest your own money. Give it to us. We're the experts. Like you say, Charlie, if it's your money, you'll look after it way more than anyone else will. And if it's someone else's money,
yeah, exactly.
I
remember us in the Sergeant's Mess, Adam. In the Sergeant's Mess, all arguing how our pensions worked, and we used to have loggerheads all the time, bashing our heads together, trying to work out the pension. You know, it's a nightmare, and that's why people don't like looking at it, because it's complicated.
I was going to call you before this show, actually, but I've been so busy I haven't had the opportunity, and I was going to ask you to put a graph together. Because I took my money out of the banking system 3 years ago. And it would be very interesting to see over the last 3 years, with just the growth of gold and also with your switching in 3 years, what the difference is between the money I put into gold, the money I put into silver, and what happened just leaving it there and also switching. Because I can assure you one thing is 1,000,000% sure, I've got more gold and silver now than I would have, than the interest I would have had I've left it in a pension or a bank.
For sure.
A lot more.
We can do those numbers. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
No problem.
We'll do that. We'll put it together.
Do that.
The other
then
thing,
it'll be a visual for everyone to see.
Yeah. The other
just
thing
in
that
3 years.
we should mention that currently switching is not available in the US, but it will be very soon. We're working really, really hard to make that happen, and we're making really good progress. So we'll let you know when that's available. So look, the whole system for us of having your retirement with these big companies, it just, when you see behind the curtain, it's not in your favor.
Calling all US citizens. Check out the link in the description to get your free Goldbusters ebook.